All right, boys and girls. Today is going to be for educational purposes. I've gotten a lot of questions here lately on how I process meat, how I raise rabbits, all that kind of stuff. There will be more videos and more content and everything. I'm not sure what you're allowed to show to people or what you're not allowed to show to people. Today is for educational purposes only. All right. So we're going to go through execution, clean, and also getting furs too. I'll be going through the execution and the cleaning, and my wife will go through prepping the hides. We're not going to go all the way through the tanning process today, but we will extract all the meat, dispatch the animal, and remove the entire epidermal layer on the fur. I had a lot of questions about this stuff starting out. Didn't really have a good resource to go to. So maybe 90% of what I show you won't need, but maybe we'll learn something. Anyways, I'm going to shut up and get to work. I always use gloves just because it makes keeping things cleaned up a lot easier. You get blood all over your hands and stuff, you forget what you're doing, you start touching other surfaces. You get a bigger mess to clean up. So it's whatever. Anyways, to it. So I've been dispatching rabbits for quite a few years now, and I've tried everything under the sun to do it as humanely as possible. Even though this looks most barbaric, I promise you it is the easiest way on the animal. If you try to cut their throat, they struggle. You try to asphyxiate them, it's a fight. You end up tore up too. Best way, they go whacking pipe, straight to the back of the skull. One blow. Just like that dude's done. Let's go ahead and grab another one while we let him bleed out. Huh? Now, these here are mostly lion's mane rabbits. You can still eat the meat off of them. You got to do extra work with curing and drying and that kind of stuff. But the real prize is their furs. Their furs come out just great. Still. There's a good one. I like to try to do it too, but it doesn't work out all the time, you know. So, if you make sure they're good and dead, take them wrap up the feet. Good strong lines on them. Now, I've had people ask me over time why I dress them upside down. I guess a lot of folks do them right side up. I don't really have a good answer for you. It's just the way that I've always done it. I have no idea what I did with my stuff. So a lot of people get fancy cutlery and whatnot. Rabbits go real easy. Honestly, if you wanted to, you could skin and clean rabbits without a knife. I use a knife just because I don't want to throw blood all over my shop, and it is absolutely freezing cold today, and I get to work right next to a nice warm stove. So I'm going to go ahead and take my time and do whatever I want. Now, I think that a lot of folks would just come through and just rip and tear these and all that kind of stuff. Whenever we butcher our animals, our idea is a zero waste approach. Obviously, we don't eat the bones, but we save most everything. We throw away the lungs. We don't tend to eat the liver, the kidneys, just because I know that you can and there's nothing wrong with it, but I don't like eating blood filters if I don't have to. Apart from that, every single thing gets consumed. And I like to dress the hides in such a way that it's really easy for my wife to remove the sub-epidermal layer off of them and keep a good workable hide that's in one piece. Now, I don't get it perfect every time, but if I'm able to, I like to leave the tail intact as well. Just because sometimes they make a really cute bobber on top of a winter hat. You know, those have like bobbers on top of them. I know it's kind of malicious to say in a joking kind of way since we're talking about death, murder, and all that kind of good old horrible stuff. But as you can see, once you have the legs dressed down, if you just lean a little bit and pull and work with it, the whole animal sucks inside. Now, this is the part of the process where I normally get a lot of criticism because folks want to say that I'm taking too much time and I'm letting old rotten blood build up inside of it, making it stiff. If these were just meat rabbits, there may be some truth to that, but I found no matter how much care, no matter how much bleed out I've done, no matter how much careful planning I've done, I always end up with the exact same issue of the meat being tough. And the only way that I've managed over time to get the meat to stop being tough is just by aging and curing. Is that whenever I actually execute a rabbit, it could take me upwards of, let's say 2 to 3 months before I actually consume it. Miss Tricia, I forgot my scissors. My scissors are in my bag.
Your bag?
Yeah, no. I think so. Yeah, I don't think I can do that.
we gonna try to do brain tanning this?
No, I don't want to do brain tanning. I want to stick to acorn tanning.
Okay, sounds good. I just thought I'd ask since we're gonna have brains this time.
Yeah, I know, but I have no interest in eating brains. And I know that brain tanning works. And my only argument is that acorns are annoying
Right,
and they're in the way. And we don't do anything with them.
right.
So why not tan hides with them?
Yeah, I mean we might as
Acorns have a
well.
lot of tannins.
We can fit her seat in my car, so we can take her thing to her and then grab some acorns while we're there.
Oh.